is making time for family and the people who matters to you, making time for relationships. Because we've had cases whereby people are just saying, actually, I am always on work. I cannot have time to connect with my friends. I cannot have time to connect with the people who matters the most to me. Because at the end of the day, guys, let's be serious here. Because let's say today you are not able to work. Where are you going back? You're going to the people who matter the most to you. And these people can be your family. These people can be your friends. These people can be your loved ones. And if you're not going to make it up to them right now, how do you expect them to come and, be there for you when you need them the most? You can work, work, work. We're all hustling for money, darling, but you can never get enough of the money. You can never get enough of the money. So if I were you, I would consider your health as important, because at the end of the day, if you're not going to take that rest, at some point in your life, your body is going to take that rest for you forcefully, and you're not going to like it. Hello guys, Maureen Coach here. It's been a while. How are you all doing? So today, guys, I have come with another topic. If you're new here, thank you for being here. And you can as well follow me across all the social media platforms, that is on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on LinkedIn at Maureen Coach. I will really, really appreciate. And as usual, I do videos on tech tools, career tips, and also general educational content. So thank you so much for being here, and stick with me to the end. So in this video, guys, I'm going to talk about work-life balance. And when I talk about work-life balance, most of the people tend to just think that as far as I have time of work, that I know my life is well balanced. But I would really, really appreciate if you would really take your time and watch this video to the end, so that you can learn a thing or two from this. Because work-life balance is not just about taking some time off. It is about it's like an investment actually, because you have to know how to handle your life, how to balance your life, and it takes setting boundaries, it takes prioritization, it takes intentional planning. It's not that simple, how people think. So it's very important to know how you can easily balance your work life and avoid your work overlapping your personal life. So you should always have time for family, have time for your friends, have time for the people who matters the most in your life. So that is what I am going to talk about today, guys. I hope you're going to stick with me to the end of this particular video, and I will really, really appreciate. So why are we saying that work-life balance is important? One, it's going to enhance your productivity and your creativity, because if you actually know how to balance your work and your personal life, it's going to be easy. It's going to make you, even while at work, you are concentrating, you're focused, you're very creative in your workplace. Say, for example, that you have a lot of tasks at home and you've not balanced your personal life well. Now, in the morning, it's 8 a.m. and you're getting to that office. You're very tired. You have home stress, you have a lot of stress from your home. You've not known how to set your home at peace, so that when you're also at work, your brain is at peace and you're able to be very productive, you're able to be very creative while at work. So you should always consider that, knowing how to balance your work life and your personal life, so that neither of the two are going to actually affect the other. So it's as simple as that, guys. Now, another thing is it's going to enable you to actually avoid burnouts and work stress. Because take, for example, that you're having a lot of workloads, that you have to take this work to your home. You are done with the day's work and you have to take another load to go and work from home. So you're going to get stressed. You're not going to have time to relax. You're not going to have time to recharge for the next day. Yeah. And it is very, very unhealthy. Also, how to balance your work life and your personal life is going to enhance your health. It's going to help you stay healthy physically, stay healthy emotionally, because you have had people stressing out, you have had people battling with mental issues due to, work pressures and such. So it's not very good that you are working in an environment which is going to give you burnout, which is going to give you a lot of stress. If you're working in such an environment, then it's high time to actually have a second thought on that, because you cannot afford to actually have your health deteriorating because of work. And I normally say that, you can work, work, work. We're all hustling for money, darling, but you can never get enough of the money. You can never get enough of the money. So if I were you, I would consider your health as important, because At the end of the day, if you're not going to take that rest, at some point in your life, your body is going to take that rest for you forcefully, and you're not going to like it. So always have time to actually always get time to actually relax, always get time to actually recharge. So I'm going to share some of the strategies which you can use to actually have a good work-life balance. The first one is setting boundaries. And when I say setting boundaries, this is where most of the people come in. I've always seen people battling with work stress. Someone is home and he has taken now the office work from their office to their home. That is very incorrect, because why are you taking work which should be pushed to the other day? Yeah, because if today you've worked and you've seen that this workload is actually it has overtaken the day. Now you have to push that particular work to the next day. So because if you're going to take now your office work to your home, you're not going to have time for your home. You're not going to have time for your own personal life, because you're not going to have time to relax. You're not going to have time to connect with friends, to connect with family, to connect with the people who matters the most to you. Because you're going to take all the stress from work home. You're not going to have enough time to relax. So avoid checking emails, avoid looking at the website, the work websites, avoid anything that concerns work. While at home, avoid and avoid and avoid, because that is your time to relax. Another thing is actually learning to say no. Take, for example, it's time to go home and your manager wants you to do some extra work. Yeah. If you feel that this work is going to overwhelm you, just say no. It's that simple. It's not that this manager or this boss is going to see you as an employee who is unparticipative, because at the end of the day, you've done your work throughout the day, you've done your work well, and this is just some extra work. So if you feel that you're not going to do that, or it's going to affect your schedule, just say no. Yeah. And then another thing is actually prioritization and time management. I think in my previous video, I did a video on how to schedule your time using Google Calendar. We also have other tools that you can find online to prioritize your time. You can also learn to delegate duties, or you can outsource someone to actually complete certain tasks for you if you feel that they are not important. So you always learn to actually prioritize your tasks based on urgency and importance. Based on urgency and importance, you can work on the urgent, then you can delegate the rest of the tasks that are not urgent, or that are just not in, or that are just important, but you can delegate it to someone else. So you can give someone else those duties to do them for you, so that you can have enough time. You can have enough time to actually research. You can have enough time for your own personal life. You can have enough time to actually take care of your family. You can have enough time to connect with your friends. You can have enough time for your hobbies. You can have enough time to do the things that matters the most to you. Because at the end of the day, it's not all about work. We cannot always be working. When the people who have the most of the money, they still want more. So yeah, learn always to delegate duties, learn always to prioritize your tasks based on agency and importance. So guys, let's be responsible enough and avoid unnecessary excuses. Yeah, because family is what most matters the most. The people who are closest to you the most, that is what matters the most. Your workplace is your workplace. It's not family. Don't get too attached to that place, because at some point your boss can wake up today and say that your work is done here. What are you going to do? You're going to go back to the people whom you left. You're going to go back to the people whom you needed the most, and you never did anything to actually connect with them. So it is very, very, and that will look like you're being irresponsible. So guys, don't make excuses for not seeing your family because of work. Don't make excuses for not being with their loved ones or the people who matters the most to you because of work. Yeah, you can always create time for that. Now, guys, finally, you can always take breaks between your work. Learn how to have time to unplug, learn how to have time to recharge, take breaks. If it's lunch break, go for lunch. If it's short breaks, take those breaks because you need them. It's not always about work, 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 work. So guys, I hope this has been helpful to you today. See you next in my next video. Bye.